Because my scene was it was ballads. I mean, I came out of junior high school, I learned how to play the ukulele. In high school, I picked up the guitar.
Welcome back to Legend Story, where we unearth the raw, untold stories of music's greatest icons. I'm Legend Story, and today we're diving into the unfiltered world of Joan Baez, the folk legend whose voice defined a generation. At 83, Baez has shocked the music world by revealing the 5 musicians she hates most. Who are they? Why is she speaking out now? And what secrets has she been carrying all these years? Stick around for a story of passion, betrayal, and truth that'll leave you speechless. In the 1960s, Joan Baez wasn't just a singer, she was a revolution. Born in 1941 in Staten Island, New York, Baez rose to fame at 18 with her crystal-clear voice and fearless activism. Her self-titled debut album in 1960 introduced a folk prodigy, blending traditional ballads with protest anthems. She marched alongside Martin Luther King Jr., performed at Woodstock, and became a symbol of peace during the Vietnam War era. Her duets with Bob Dylan, like Blowin' in the Wind, defined the folk revival. But behind her serene image, Baez faced conflict. Her uncompromising integrity clashed with the egos, politics, and betrayals of the music world. As she wrote in her 1987 memoir, "And a voice to sing with, I was never one for compromise." Those clashes sowed the seeds for the grudges she's now revealing. Joan's voice carried hope, but her heart carried scars. Her recent revelations show a side of her we never saw on stage, a woman who's ready to confront her past. In her 2023 documentary, I Am a Noise, Joan Baez, now 83, opens up like never before. The film, which follows her final tour, dives into her struggles with depression, childhood trauma, and family secrets, like her father's emotional distance. For the first time, she talks about the personal battles she kept silent, even in her protest songs. In a 2023 Nepalese Roop interview, Baez said, "I've held it in for too long. Now I just want to be honest. This isn't about settling scores, it's about healing." Baez has always been a truth teller, whether singing about war or marching for justice. Now, she's turning the honesty inward, naming the musicians who hurt her most. It's a bold move for someone who's spent decades as the good one in folk music. Joan's not throwing shade for clicks, she's reclaiming her story. And trust me, the names she's sharing are going to shock you. Before we reveal the list, a quick disclaimer. This is based on Joan Baez's personal experiences and opinions as shared in interviews and her documentary. It doesn't reflect legal claims or public accusations. Let's dive in. Bob Dylan was Baez's musical soulmate and, for a time, her great love. In the early 1960s, she helped launch his career, inviting him on her tours. But Baez has said Dylan abandoned her when his fame soared. In I Am a Noise, she recalls feeling used during their 1965 UK tour, where Dylan ignored her offstage. "He left me behind," she said, her voice heavy with regret. Their bond never fully healed, though they reunited briefly for 1980s performances. Chris Christopherson, a folk country poet, seemed like Baez's ally. They collaborated in the 1970s, but Baez has hinted at tension. In a 2023 interview, she suggested Christopherson mocked her activism, calling it a phase behind her back. "He didn't get the fight," she said. Christopherson's laid-back persona clashed with Baez's fierce commitment, leaving a lingering rift. David Crosby, a folk rock titan, was known for his sharp tongue. Baez crossed paths with him at festivals and protests, but their politics didn't align. In her memoir, she describes Crosby as cynical, recalling heated arguments over activism. "He thought I was too pure," she wrote. Their clashes were less personal, but deeply ideological, marking him as a foe in her eyes. This one's controversial. Joni Mitchell and Baez were folk queens, but never friends. Baez has recalled Mitchell calling her a museum piece in the 1970s, dismissing her traditional folk style. In I Am a Noise, Baez admits the jab stung, hinting at deeper musical and personal rivalry. Two icons, one stage, too much tension. Baez's fifth pick is a mystery. In her documentary, she describes a powerful man from the 1960s folk scene who tried to silence her, but she doesn't name him. Fans speculate it could be a festival organizer or a rival singer, but Baez says his name doesn't deserve my breath. By leaving it unsaid, she lets the past rest on her terms. Wow, that list is heavy. From Dylan's betrayal to a nameless ghost, Joan's not holding back. But this isn't just tea, it's about her healing. Joan Baez isn't airing grudges for drama, she's rewriting her narrative. For decades, she was the good one, the folk saint who sang for peace while carrying pain. In I Am a Noise, she shows that even icons have enemies. Naming these musicians, Dylan, Christopherson, Crosby, Mitchell, and a mystery man, isn't about revenge, it's about release. At 83, Baez is reflecting on her life, from her Quaker roots to her activism against war and injustice. By speaking her truth, she's showing that naming your pain is an act of power. As she said in a 2024 PBS interview, "I'm not here to fight, I'm here to be free." Joan's story reminds us that even legends are human. Her courage to speak out is why she's a true legend story. Joan Baez spent a lifetime fighting for peace, but her heart carried heartbreak and betrayal. At 83, she's not seeking revenge, she's reclaiming her voice. By naming the 5 musicians who hurt her most, she's not rewriting history, she's setting it free. From Woodstock to her farewell tour, Baez remains a beacon of truth, and that's why her story will always resonate. Legend Story fam, what do you think? Who's the unnamed 5th musician? And how do you feel about Joan's list? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're dying to hear. If this story moved you, smash that like button, subscribe to Legend Story, and hit the bell so you never miss a tale. Thanks for watching Legend Story.